Hi, everybody. So I'm here today to just sort of ramble. I promised that this channel would be raw and edited, that I was going to give you my outlook on life, on mental health, and just me. Share my wisdom, share my mistakes, all that kind of stuff. So today's topic is a little bit random. um, but it is about fashion and beauty and mental health and how I think all those things go together. So I know that a lot of times people might have this perception, like if they look at my social media, it might be like, what is she? Like, is she a fashion influencer? Is she a psychologist? Is she like, what is she doing? A YouTube person? And the answer is I'm doing all of it. And the reason is because I really approach my mental health and my physical health from a holistic point of view. And I feel like that's something that makes me very different from other traditional psychotherapists that you might find on YouTube or social media. Like for me, it's a very integrative process. So I try to model that on my social media. So one minute you might see me doing a TikTok for fun with my daughter or my friends because I believe fun is very important to mental health. And I've actually coached or counseled a lot of people on how to have their fun or find their fun and what's fun for them. That's part of what I do in my sessions with people who are sad or depressed. In another video, I will talk about how I became so committed to living a life of fun. Like I really am committed to a life of fun and pleasure. So I'll talk about that in another video. Um, and then you might see me posting something with clothes or fashion. And I am a firm believer that fashion and beauty and what you put on your body and how you feel about what you put on your body is major to overall how you feel. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So some real disclosure here. I said it was going to be unedited and raw. So I just had a pretty tough conversation with someone that I really care about, and after the conversation, I felt extremely depleted. Sad, probably a little sad, but definitely depleted. And I jumped in the shower to get dressed. I'm not going anywhere special today. I have a few clients that I'm going to take on at home, and I have some work to do in my office. But when I looked in my closet to see what I was going to wear, I saw this pretty beautiful golden dress that I just adore. I've never worn it before. I bought it in the summer. Like I couldn't really go outside in it right now, but I saw this dress and it pulled me like, wear her today. Wear me, wear me, wear me. Um, so suddenly my total morning became about styling this dress and wearing it and making myself feel like a queen. And so I took extra time with my makeup, with my hair, and afterwards, I thought, wow, I feel so much better. It's not that my issues have gone away or my problems are gone away. I'm not saying that fashion and beauty is the end all be all to, mental health. Obviously, it's not. But I am saying that just taking a little extra time with yourself can really shift your energy. I definitely used to be one of those people who would just, if I was in the house or as soon as I got in the house, I'd put on my sweats, wouldn't do my hair, wouldn't do my makeup, like walk around like that. That was my jam for many, many years. And I've become the complete opposite. And people ask me about it all the time. Why do you get dressed every day? Especially during the COVID lockdown. I got a lot of those questions like, why do you get dressed every day? Especially because for the most part, I work at home. But what people don't realize is that beautiful things, whether we're seeing them, tasting them, hearing them, smelling them, change our body chemistry and our body weight and our brain waves. So you could look at a beautiful flower and maybe have an instant reaction, or smell a yummy cologne or perfume on someone and have an instant reaction that just shifts your energy a little bit or gives you a little bit of a lift. Why not do that for yourself? Like, why not be able to give that to yourself every time you walk past a mirror or a camera or whatever? It's not about anybody else. Like, sometimes I get that question, like, why are you dressing up? Nobody's going to see you. It's not about anybody else. It's about me and how I feel and what I'm embodying. And when you do pass by a window where you can get a glance of yourself or a mirror, it gives you, or it's like self love, like you are giving yourself that little shift. Um, so, and I actually have it down to a science. I will explain that in a second because I have like some tips on how I do this. And I live a busy life as well. So I have some tips on how I make it work and I do it really quickly and I'll share those at the end. But the point is that, beautiful things, taking time with yourself, getting yourself dressed really matter in how you feel and can shift your energy. It doesn't make your problems go away, but it matters. So, um, let me backtrack a little bit. I'm going to tell you how I got like this. So, it was through a friend. So, like I said, have always been that girl who would walk outside, go to the grocery store in a baseball cap. Not that anything's wrong with a baseball cap, because I can style a baseball cap to look fly. But, just I would say unput together, unput together. And I will say, like, you can look put together in sweats or loungewear or whatever it is. But I just wouldn't take time. Like I would roll out of bed, take a shower and just throw on anything. Like anything with no purpose, with no, put my hair in a ponytail, or if I had it wrapped, just take it down, scrunch my curls and go. No care of or intention about the Renee or the person that I wanted to bring into the world that day. And if you just think about like your subconscious mind and your intentions, and if you meditate in the morning, which I always think is a great practice, and you set intentions for the day, you want to embody those intentions because it helps you attract what you want in your life. So, yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm fashion, I'm beauty, I'm mental, I'm all over the place. My friends would say it's the best thing about me because I'm a lot of fun, but they also like at times it's the worst thing about me too because I'm a little bit like this. But part of my self-love journey is recognizing that this is who I am. So if you look on my social media and you're confused, this is who I am. I'm a little all over. Okay. So anyway, back to fashion and this dress, which by the way is from Ruby and Jenna. Oh Lord, I'm about to become one of these YouTube people who do an outfit of the day. But I love this dress. I think it's so adorable. I bought it and I never got to wear it. So I'm wearing it now in the house since I don't have anywhere to go. But I'm going to tell you how I became like this. And it is actually through a friend. So I would say like 7, 8 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to bring over actually some sleep supplements, some supplements that like she asked me what supplements was I using to go to sleep. And I said, "Oh, I have this stuff in my closet. I'll bring it over to your house." And it was a Sunday afternoon. It was like 2 o'clock on a rainy Sunday, and, I drive to her house and who knows, I probably had on a t-shirt and some sweats. Lucky if they even match, some sneakers, and who knows what I had. Probably had my hair in a ponytail. Who knows? And she came out to the car and she looked beautiful. Like she really just looked beautiful. And I can't even tell you what she was wearing. I mean, I can tell you what she was wearing. It was simple. She had on jeans and a t-shirt, and I think she had on a bracelet, and her hair was whatever. It wasn't about what she was wearing. It was about the energy she had showed me I took time with myself today. Like I intentionally put on, and in her case, it was jeans and a t-shirt that day. It could have been sweats, it could have been whatever, but she looked pulled together. And her coming to my car to pick up this supplement, first of all, I wanted to crawl into a shell. I felt so undone. But that's not the point. The point is that where I was at her house on a rainy Sunday in the middle of the winter, and just her presence, her energy gave me a lift. It gave me a, mm, mm, you know? And I'm sure we can all think of people that have done that for us. Like you see, someone really attractive walking down the street, or you like someone's dress, or you see a pretty bush of flowers and you get that. "Mm." So, anyway, this is what this woman did for me. She gave me a. So, on my drive home, I started to think, what if I could give myself that, or what if I can exude that energy that fills my home, and my kids, when they're in my presence, get that feeling of mm, just a little extra, or my partner, um, when I wake up and I take the time to put myself together, what if that sets intention for our day, or you know gives everybody them around a little bit of that, like, why not give that to people, and well, mainly to myself. So I decided I'm gonna try it. Let's try it on, see how it works for me. So I did, and it's a lot of effort. That's the thing, it's a lot of effort at the beginning, and that's why I think most people don't do it. So I started off slow, right? I started really slow. I only did it like 1 or 2 days a week, and I noticed I felt great. And not only did I feel great, the way I approached my day was different and more confident. And the opportunities that were coming to me throughout my day were better and fulfilled me. It was like my whole day was just so fulfilling, to the point where sometimes when I was at the end of the day, I didn't want to take my clothes off because I felt so good. It's not about the clothes, it's about what the clothes helped me embody. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, about embodying you, and embodying the mood and the feeling you want to have. So, like I said, I have this down to a science. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but my channel's not always going to be science, science, science. So, whatever, I have this down to a science, a fashion science, not a mental health science. So, um, this is the way I do it. So it's easy for me. I have a color palette that I stick with, right? A few colors. It's kind of like a capsule wardrobe. I think that's what minimalists say. Um, so I have a color palette that works with my skin tone and works with my mood. And I just keep repeating those colors. And I set my closet up based on mood. So, for example, today I was feeling depleted and pretty sad. So it's not surprising that a dress that has earthy tones drew me in, right? Because the color alone makes me feel grounded. It looks like the earth. The earth is grounding. Um, I purposely put my little salt lamp here, because that also is very grounding. Because I need to love on myself a little bit today, because I had a challenging morning. A couple days ago, I was feeling really flirty and sexy, so I put on some red. Um, Sometimes when I need to set boundaries, I'll put on darker colors like black or something like that, because it helps me embody the mood that I need to have. And then just the confidence of putting yourself together, like putting yourself together, to like integrating how you feel with how you look, with the time, the self-care helps you exude a more confident you, which also kind of dictates how people come at you and kind of dictates your day. um, I know I just rambled a lot. I'm trying to see, is there anything I missed here? Um, yeah, I think I got it all. Let's see. So it's very, when I say embody, it's almost like you activate a certain part of your personality. So for example, some people feel it very plainly, like if they put on a crisp business suit, what that activates in your personality might be different than when you put on a long, flowy, flirty dress. That might activate a different part of your personality. And so what I'm saying is that I have found in my life, in my self-care, in my journey, that intentionally activating certain moods, personalities, flow through dress has or fashion has been very helpful to me, and kind of it's been a coping mechanism. So again, not that it takes away all my problems, but it helps me cope a little bit so I can get through my day and maybe address my problems later in a more calm way, or um, rather than just sitting feeling sad and depleted in my sweats, which would probably lead me to eating cupcakes and donuts on the couch and all that unhealthy stuff, right? Um, anyway, these are just rambles, my ideas about how fashion and beauty and mental health all go together for a holistic approach to life. I'd love to hear your ideas, so please leave some in the comments, and let's just continue to get to know each other. All right, guys, bye.